We sort of come home and we're finding the world is different from the way we left it. So like, it's really exemplified in my mom. She's not the mom I knew, but sort of America is not the America we know anymore. And how do we deal with it? Especially since we have to get this cure to millions and millions of people who are dying.
It seems like, in the last scene she threw the gauntlet down that, sorry mom, this is my family over here.
Mission came first.
Yeah.
It turns out that love you, mom. But what's great about our show is that we're sort of appealing to the idea that loyalty and mission and sort of the ideals of the Navy come first. Saving the world.
I think that's the fabric of our show, is mission first. How do we serve the whole and not just ourselves? And I think that's a great lesson in not only the show, but in life.
And it's hard.
I actually write about representation in media, so for the two of you, I was wondering, do you feel like apocalyptic media is really good for leveling the playing field a little bit so that it really is the quality of the character itself in terms of the story that gets played and maybe not relying on some of the same tropes that get seen over and over again?
What do you think, Jocko?
I didn't quite understand that.
Well, do you feel like apocalyptic media is really conducive to better material for
and by media, you mean the movies and TV shows?
How come I'm excluded from this question?
No, you're in it.
Oh, I thought you said the two of us.
No, the two of us.
Oh, I thought you said the two.
Don't worry, we'll
You're in it.
No, so do I feel like it's better? It's better. There's something about the world ending that has just fascinated us before television and film was around. And I think when you have that genre, you're going to have people that just are just drawn to it and fascinated. Nobody does it better than Michael Bay. He's was Armageddon, right? Did that, and so I think that fans really just go crazy. And the cool thing is you have every walk of life, every age, who can all relate to that. What would happen if the world were ending in your lifetime? How do you prepare? Who do you say goodbye to? What do you say? What do you leave behind? So I think, that's going to always resonate with audience for a long time. And that's why I think it's cool that we get to do shows like this.
Yeah, and I think these shows also remind people of, if the world is going to end and these situations could possibly happen, this show this could be real. So how do we start living our lives in a better way now before this does happen? So if anything, it's just a nice wake-up call. So I think people resonate on a level like that where they see that this is a true possibility. Oh shit, let me reform some of my ways of living.
Sure. And I think you're also right that sort of the world is over. We don't have time to think about, oh, you're black and you're white and I'm rich and you're poor. No, are you sick? Or are you healthy? Or are you immune? That becomes sort of the class system and the structure, the cultural structure. So I think you're right. In sort of a post-apocalyptic world, that the concept of your character matters a little more.
There's no dividing lines. It doesn't matter black, white, yellow, rich, poor. It doesn't matter. It's just human.
How are we going to live?
Yep, it's human.
And you talked about bettering yourself in this time, but there's also people who see the end of the world coming as an opportunity to be a real jerk and wreak havoc.
And encounter some of those systems.
Can you tease that at all? Are we going to find out more about the warlords and what they're really after? And is there any other threats that are coming your way that you can talk about at all?
I wrote a storyline and I pitched it to Steve that I wanted this circus troupe of performers to come in and be the bad guys.
No, definitely.
He didn't go for it.
So there will be a few new enemies this season that we do not see coming, and it's big, it's wild.
People who take advantage of the situation. That's for sure.
Travis, one of the reasons why I like the episode where they retrieve the monkeys is because up until that point your character...
You like monkeys a lot. I do too.
I
have a picture of a baby monkey.
They're awesome, but also up until that point your character had been dealing with a lot of emotions that kind of got away of his job sometimes, and then all of a sudden he just started kicking ass everywhere. Is there more of an opportunity in season 2 for you guys to throw down a lot?
Are you kidding me? This season is on steroids. The action in this season takes it's like it goes beyond what Michael Bay normally does. I feel like I came to set so many times this season, needing to stretch beforehand, needing to get myself mentally prepared to have my body beaten up.
Yeah.
The action is elevated to new extremes this season.
I've had if I can come in there too, I've had a stunt double actually come, show up, be prepared, go through the hair and makeup, get my hair cut, and Garrett, our stunt coordinator, was like, okay, go, Jocko, you're going to do it, right? I'm like,
wait, what?
Do what? The stunt guy just sitting off to the side. I learned the entire sequence choreography, just get injured in a good way, it's fun, nothing too serious, but it's amazing. So yeah.
See this Band-Aid?
Yeah.
I basically cut it on my gun right before I had to go break someone's neck.
Did you get a boo-boo?
I got a boo-boo.
I got one too.
Thanks,
Same
guys,
day.
so much.